Okay, Cardinals, we're going to take a look right now at how to create a Google site for your senior bullying project. So to do so, we're going to go to sites.google.com/new. So if you've never used the new Google Sites before, it's not going to look like mine. I've used it a lot, as you can tell. So this page will be blank. But what we all have in common is what we have down here. Create new site. Hit the plus button down here to start your site. Okay, so once it loads up, you're going to title it something to do with your project. So I'm just going to tentatively call it bullying. You can change it to any time. Right here with my enter site name. And it's ready to go. So we have a number of, first thing we're going to have to do is add some pages. So according to what Ms. G wants, there's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. So the first page right here by default is your home page. And it's going to include an intro to your problem, definition of bullying, and a PSA video or flyer. So to go ahead and get this started, a lot of this will be just typing text onto your site. So first thing you're going to add is your intro to problem. So over here we have our toolbar on the side. We have 3 tabs. Insert, that's what we use to insert text and images and anything that you have saved in Google Drive. Go to Pages to add pages. By default, we all have a home page. And Themes if you want to change the look of it. You can choose browse to the themes. There's only a couple themes right now. Choose whichever one you want. I'm going to stick with the simple theme. But we'll start here on our home page for Insert. So the first thing I need to put is the text box. And here's going to be the intro to the problem. As I type things in here, there's a variety of sizes I can do. Title is the biggest. Then we have heading. And then we have subheading. And the smallest one is normal text. So for this one, I would suggest using title. And I can center it right here on the page. Intro to the problem. And what I would do, I would add another text box here where I would actually type out some information talking about intro to the problem. So I'm going to do a kind of sample right here. This is intro to the problem. Obviously, yours will be a much more detailed and longer than this, but I'm just showing you how to get this started. So the next thing you're going to add on your home page, I'll click text box again. I'm going to rock over here to title, center it. So it's going to be your definition of bullying. Now, this may be different for person to person. Whatever definition you come up with, you're going to put it under here. So I'll add another text box to put my actual definition. Going back to here for my intro and my definition, I would suggest using the heading. So it gives it a little bit bigger, easier for the people visiting your site to see. So I'm going to have this one here. This is the definition of bullying. Okay. So again, that will be up to you to write out that definition. And the third thing that you're going to add is your, as Ms. G calls, your PSA, your public service announcement. And this can take the form of a video or a flyer. So if you have a video, you're going to want to upload it to YouTube and make it that it's public. So let's go ahead and take a look here real quick. I'm going to make this as a title. I'm going to center it. And then I'm going to go down here to YouTube. And from here, you can search any YouTube video, or from your YouTube channel, you can go to all the ones that you've uploaded. So once you've uploaded it into your YouTube channel, this will show you just the ones that you've done. Obviously, as you can see, that I've done a lot. So I'm just going to choose one. I'm going to pretend like this is the PSA that I made. I found it. Hit select, and it's going to put it right in here. And I can move it around. I can center it on the page. I can make it bigger if I want. A lot of things I can do to really customize the feel of this. So real simple. Now let's say that you made a flyer in Google Docs or Google Slides. So if I made it in Google Docs, all I have to do is go down here, click on Google Docs. It'll show me all my docs. It'll show you, once it loads up, it'll show you actually by the most recent ones you've done. So today, last week, etc. So if you have that saved somewhere, if you don't know that it wasn't a recent document you've done, you can click on the search bar here and type in a search and find it as long as you know the name of the document. So if you're one of those people who have a lot of untitled documents, might want to make sure you go back and you title it so you can find it easily inside your drive. So I'm just going to choose one right here for fun. And once I click on it, I hit insert. So again, you're not going to choose both of these. You would choose one or the other. So again, just like the video, I can center it and then I can resize it and make it bigger. Again, it gives you a little oops. So once it's published, you have a little scroll bar here. You can go down, up and down. So your PSA can either be a video or a doc, like a flyer that you would hand out to students. So you can choose to make the video, or you can just do the doc. It's up to you. So I'm just showing you examples of both ways. Again, you will not have both. It will be one or the other. So that's going to be what your homepage is going to look like. So now we're going to go to pages. We're going to add another page. So to add another page, we hit the Add Page button. And this one's going to be called the bullying policy. Give it a second. So here's where you're going to actually insert a Google Doc. You are going to summarize first. You're not going to use a Google Doc. You're going to type directly on. So go back to insert, to text box, and I would suggest using the heading. And this is a summary of the Cutler-Orosi Joint Unified School District bullying policy. So this should be 3 to 4 sentences. So you're going to read through the Cutler-Orosi Joint Unified School District bullying policy and summarize it in 3 to 4 sentences. And after you're done typing your 3 to 4 sentence paragraph, I would hit enter a couple times, switch it back to again, keep it at heading text, and I would say click here to view the Cutler-Orosi Joint Unified School District bullying policy. Actually, I would add something. Click to view the entire. So I want visitors to my website to click right here. So do so. I'm going to click on the insert link button, and I'm going to tell them I'm going to copy and paste the actual address, the URL that shows you online the bullying policy, which I already have up here, and we will share this URL with you. You don't have to sit there and copy this down. So I'm going to copy this. We'll come back over here and paste that right there. Click apply. And now, once I publish this to the web, now my anyone who visits there can click right here on this word, and it will take them to view the entire policy. So you don't have to type out the entire thing. You need to read it and then look over and then summarize it into 3 to 4 sentences. There we go. So that's page 2. Now we're going to move on to page 3. So again, go back to my insert pages. So now we've moved on to page 3, which is going to be examples of bullying. Page 3 is now created. So there's going to be a variety of things that are going to be you're going to add to this page. Now this you have, you can see here from Miss G's list, is 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of bullying, and you're going to need to provide a visual representation, which means you can make a video, you can draw a picture, you can either draw it on paper and then scan it or take a picture of it, put it on this page. You can do a Google drawing, or you can pull a video or image from the internet and then explain how that picture or video from the internet goes is an example of each type of bullying. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to add the categories. So the first category, I'm going to use a text box. I'm going to go with the title, and we're going to call this bullying in the classroom. I'm going to center it. And then I'm going to go down, add another text box, add this. The next one is bullying on campus. Oops. So when we say bullying on campus, we're talking about at school, but not in the classroom. Make sure you keep that very, very clear. The next one's going to be bullying off campus. So again, when we say bullying off campus, where we're actually going to be referring to actual face-to-face bullying, actually not cyberbullying. Okay, because the cyberbullying is going to be our next category. So bullying off campus is going to be something that's actual in real life, not through the internet. So the next one, as we said, is cyberbullying. So we'll say this, bullying online. Again, we're going to go with the title font, center. So what you're going to do, the cool thing about the new Google Sites, you can drag and move these each of these around however you want. So when we actually add your let's say you make a YouTube video showing bullying in the classroom. Okay, once you have it uploaded into YouTube, then you can insert it right below here. So I'm going to demonstrate that really quick. So I'm going to go back to YouTube. We're going to pretend that this video right here that I made is my example. And it's going to put it right here, which is under the wrong category. But I can move it and drag it right there. Let's go ahead and center it. Very easy. So again, I can look through here and I can choose anything that I have saved in Google Docs. So let's say I have a slides presentation that shows bullying off campus. So let's say I want to choose this one, insert it. Right there. There we go. Center it underneath. So again, you have a choice. You can make a video. You can do a slides presentation showing non-verbal ways of showing examples. So visual representations. It can be a drawing. It can be a diagram done on Google Drawings. It can be an actual drawing you do on paper. If you're a good artist, go ahead and get down with your art skills on a piece of paper, take a picture of it, and you can place it in here. So I'll show you how to actually add a picture. Let's say for bullying off campus, I drew a picture of that, and then I took a picture of that picture. So there's two ways I can get it. If I click on images, I can pull it out of my Google Drive. So if you have it saved in Drive, or if you have it actually saved on your computer, you can go to upload. So I'm going to go show you both ways to do it. So if I have it saved in Google Drive, it'll show me all the pictures that I have saved in Drive. So let's say that this one right here is my picture for that. And it adds it in there. I just need to organize it right where I want it. There it goes. And let's say that I don't have it saved in Drive. Let's say I have it saved on my computer. There, I just go to upload. And then it'll search the files on my computer. Let's see if I have any more left. There we go. So we'll say that this is my picture that I have of cyberbullying. So maybe you pulled it off the internet and you saved it. So in the case of a picture, that I pulled off the internet that I think looks like cyberbullying, I would then add a text box below, and this is an explanation of how the picture above represents cyberbullying. So again, if I created the video myself or the image myself, and for each one, you're going to add a text box, kind of explaining it. So let me move that one up where it belongs. Oops, didn't do it. Let's try it again. There it goes. Okay, so here is how my video demonstrates bullying in the classroom. So you will repeat that process. So not only do you put your video, your image on there, you actually add a short little explanation of how your video that you've chosen or you created demonstrates each category. So now we're going to move on to our next page, which is going to be your advice page. So again, I have to go to pages, click new page here, and we're going to call this advice. So this page is dedicated towards if you meet a freshman next year, brand new freshman to Orosi High School, and you want to give them advice on how to handle bullying. So you can direct them to this page. So according to Ms. G, you're going to type directly on here or post an informative video. So two options. You can either, this is my advice for handling a bully here at Orosi High School. Again, your explanation is going to be much more in depth than this. You can type this out. If you wanted to, you could type it on a Google Doc. If you had a big, huge explanation, giving advice, you can type it on a doc and then put your doc on here the same way we did earlier using clicking here. Or you can add a video. So you can make a video of you talking. It can be as simple as you just turning on the selfie camera on your phone and talking and giving advice of what you would do or what are the best ways that you can deal with a bully. You could put both. I would actually advise you to do both. Something for people to read, something for people to watch. But again, you just have to choose one or the other. So again, if you can do a video, you're going to want to put it to YouTube first, then embed it on Google Sites. So let's say that the video right here was my advice video, and you just resize it and center it. So again, I would advise you to do both. I think that looks really good, but you only have to choose one or the other. You either type it out here, put it on a Google Doc, and paste it on here, or you can put your video. Again, the choice is up to you. Your next page, so go back to the Pages tab, is going to be what's your conclusion. This is going to be an overall summary of your project. So we're not going to call this conclusion, but we're going to call this a resources tab. We'll call it resources. Again, as you notice, all your different pages show up across the top here. So resources, it's going to be the first thing you're going to add to it. You're going to type directly on here, and you're going to type, this is an overall summary of what bullying is and what it looks like. So again, you're going to want to write a paragraph describing an overall summary of bullying, saying what it is and what it looks like. But you're also going to add some more text in here, and this is going to be, you're going to list pretty much the following. Numbers to call in case of bullying. You will do that research. Okay, websites to visit. So you're going to put some links in here. Websites to visit for support. So as we did earlier, right here is where you're going to add links. So what you can do, you can So you hit the tab button to kind of put it underneath here. So you can call this link 1. So if you know of a website, say link 2. So any website that you put, again, you highlight it. You hit the link button, the little link button right here, and then you can choose. Again, you go ahead and find the website. So if you've already done this before, but you find the URL, again, you do some research on this, find the actual. Once you find it, then you paste it here, and then repeat that. Oops, try that again. Didn't go. There it goes. And then you repeat that process for however many links that you include on this resource tab. And the very last page you're going to add is your works cited. And this will be as simple as adding a Google Doc. So you're going to type out your works cited from all your research onto a Google Doc. So you'll search through wherever you have your works cited saved in your docs in your Google Drive, and then insert it. Okay, you can make it nice and big as you want. And then once you're done, you're going to publish. So you click publish. So you can call this your bullying site. Again, you don't put the apostrophe there, so bullying site. We want this to be public to anybody on the web, because you may show this to somebody who does not have a COJUSD Gmail address. So you want anyone on the web. So if you share this with friends and family, or if someone comes to see it, to review it, who does not part of our district, they won't be able to see it if you just choose this one. By default, this way it's going to be. You want to choose this one. It's up to you if you want people to be able to search it. Me, I don't mind if people search my site. That's up to you. You hit publish. And your site is good. So let's go ahead and take a look. If you want to see what your site looks like, you can hit publish whenever you're done with each page. It's like saving it. But if you want to see what your site will look like to the world, hit the drop-down menu here, go view publish site. It's going to show you from wherever you started what your site will look like. Now this page right here doesn't have anything, but I can click home. You can see everything that I've added. Go to my bullying policy. Examples of bullying, and so on and so forth. So if you have any questions, go ahead and send me an email. You can put a comment on the comment section of this video, or you can send me a message through Google Hangouts, and I will answer your questions as quickly as I can. Hope you've enjoyed the Dr. Dre music in the background.